We make a journey into a very marvelous world, a physical dimension of an expression through which you can touch the metaphysical dimension. For the rarest of the rare thing, I would love to introduce you all. If you can drop the necessary of experiencing, you are the best experiencer. You are the master of the experience. Satsang. To be with the truth. It all depends on the way you look at the creation. We all are continuously in the journey of the truth. Namaste to you all. So we'll try to make a combined journey during the satsang where we will understand the purpose of practice of postures, how it has to be done, and where it can take us. So to begin the session, let's start from basically understanding why we have to practice posture. While practicing posture, we make a journey into a very marvelous world. Why I like to call it as a marvelous world is it's a physical dimension of an expression through which you can touch the metaphysical dimension. See, the biggest hurdle or a problem in a way for any sadhaka or any yoga practitioner or a person who wishes to experience the highest dimension of life at the spiritual level, the main hurdle is how to grasp the metaphysical state. Grasping a physical state is natural. You can grasp anything easily. See here, I can grasp it very easily. I can grasp a mobile very easily. So like this, grasping a physical thing is very easy. Whereas, grasping a metaphysical thing, that need to be a very precise, balanced, guided way of approach. Or else what happens? In the name of achieving a metaphysical thing, how you handle the physicality will be very insane. Why I would like to call insane is mainly because today if we see the yoga world or happenings of the yoga globally, what they are doing in the name of yoga. Better to ask what they are not doing in the name of yoga. They are trying to do everything, out of which many faiths, many beliefs, even you can see like people believe like even if they rotate their hands or even if they rotate some body, they can activate Kundalini. So again, the Kundalini is a metaphysical thing. So how to grasp the Kundalini? How to grasp the Ida, Pingala, Sushumna? How to grasp your thoughts? How to grasp the state of meditation? How to grasp the state of pranayama? How to grasp the balance? See, body may be in balance. Balance is a metaphysical thing, which is expressed by physicality. So in the name of grasping balance or holding balance or achieving balance or being in the state of balance, what you are doing with the physicality? There, a precise guidance is required, or else the whole direction of practice of postures will be lost. What we need to understand is whatever happening to the most, whether in the east or whether in the west at the present situation, in the field of yoga is fake. In the field of yoga is not knowing what to do. They are doing many things. Even they are building their own series, they are building their own way of practice, just as an experiment basis. It's really will not going to take anywhere else. It's like in a way we can tell it as the modern society rituals. Earlier, suppose if somebody is doing rituals, people used to condemn them. Suppose if you see a nomadic, an old tribe, if they are having some feathers or if they are having something like painted in their body, dancing around the fire, and many, the most funny thing is many yoga studios are doing the same thing especially in the West. Like they are bringing the same faiths, belief, ignorant way even to the field of spirituality. That's happening everywhere in every yoga studio. At the same time, it's a very golden opportunity what humans has as a totality of life expression to walk in the path of a true spirituality. For example, if you take the reference of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, if you take the reference of Upanishads, if you go dive deep into it and if you adopt those essence in your practice, it can make such a big difference. In life, when we take the journey from physicality to metaphysical, what is the first point we should know is, with the physicality, experience is the basis. With the metaphysicality, non-experiential state is the basis. I will elaborate it, then it will be more easy to understand it. With the physicality, experience state, there is a not normal functioning. See, suppose if you wish to go for a walk, you should know where is the tree, where is the footpath, or where is the park, where is the stone, where is the traffic, where another person is walking. So all these detailed experience basis is necessary for physicality, physical functioning. Whereas for metaphysical thing, it won't work. See, even if you want to understand your thoughts has no color, no odor, no form, no shape. How to understand it? This metaphysical thing is the source of everything. Even if you are walking, the first thought arises in the mind and instructs you to walk. A physical expression starts from a metaphysical thing. Without thinking, normally you will not start walking. So you will think, oh, let's go for a park, or let's go for a market. A thought. Even fighting a war starts from a thought. Somewhere in the mind of Putin he started, okay, let's attack. And the war started. Say a thought. So the journey of the physicality starts from metaphysical thing. For metaphysical thing, it's not experience based, meaning you can't make a same application of way of what I can tell as existential attitude, we can call it as. See, existential attitude, it's not like a learnt attitude. So some people out of ego, they have different attitudes, so that is a different issue. But existentially, everybody has an attitude. For example, existentially, people like to look at a mountain, at a forest, at an ocean, at a river. So what they call it as something beauty. Existentially, they like to taste if some food is nice. Existentially, they like to hear some nice music. If noise is there, nobody likes it. So this existential programmed liking, disliking, or wanting and don't wanting, whatever it may be. So a existentially programmed way of experiencing is there, which is very natural. If you are going to apply the same attitude of existentially what has come to you through lives after lives after lives, which has developed as a strong attitude so that I can grasp something through my expression or my seeing, my hearing, my touching, like that. If you go with the same existential attitude, which has become existential attitude in you due to your long journey, lives after lives, living in the same way of expression, even genetically it is so strongly implemented, very deep rooted. That's why in life, the most difficult thing is to make somebody to hear you, somebody to listen to you, somebody to able to execute what they decide. Somebody wants to do every day like a regular study or a yoga practice. Intention is there, but they can't execute it because of they are covered up with a very long imprinted existential attitude. Due to that, they can't express what they wish. See the irony of life. They have a wish, but they can't express the wish because of that implemented existential attitude. That way we can call, because it's not pure existential attitude. Existential attitude as a conscious way of expression, existential attitude as a pranic way of expression. It is a multi-dimensional expression, but this is implemented due to the natural path what we all had in our journey of life. So this existential very strong attitude of trying to experience or trying to use your senses, or the most importantly trying to bring your ego in the background. See, whenever you wish to have that expression of existential attitude of perception, basically you need to use the senses. Suppose if you want to see, the seer has to be established at one end. Who will see? See, if you are seeing a mountain, I am seeing. Basically, due to this existential attitude of expression, an ego will stand up behind. Oh, I experience, I taste, I see, I talk, I want to know it. But for a metaphysical thing, these strong existential attitudes won't work. The more the I is established, you can't experience the metaphysical thing. The more the seer is established, you can't be the seen itself. It becomes an impediment. So this shift is very, very important. There a teacher is required. There a guidance is required. Or else what's happening in the whole world, the same thing will going to happen. People will develop their own imaginations, illusions, their own like a dreamy nature. Normally when I used to travel outside India, a normal opinion is there, if somebody tells I am a spiritual, then they tell you are a crazy people. Spiritual people are outside the normal society norms. They think you are something different or something insane or something like a vague person. So this something has happened for them which is not normal. So it's very usual to think why? Because of the illusionary belief, faith, unrealistic way of like an expression developed due to misdirection. What has happened in the journey of catching the metaphysical thing with the physicality, because metaphysical thing is itself spirituality. Spirituality main journey starts with the metaphysicality. So if you take a wrong direction in the name of spirituality, it's very natural to appear as insane. So this has to be dissolved so that the mainstream of the people also can understand what is this true spirituality, what is the true practice of yoga. For this, using the posture, how you can align to that metaphysical dimension of journey of spiritual direction. Metaphysical journey, how you can make using the physicality. There we need to understand. For this we can take an example. Suppose if you are practicing posture, take any positioning of the body. If you take the concept of effort, let's say. What is effort? To what extent you can reach, that is effort. See, if I stretch my hand, I can reach up to here. Up to here, my effort. Oh, Vijay is putting all his effort, he stretched all his hands. Where my effort goes, up to there, I am. Even with the thought, up to where, to what extent I can think, that's my effort. Effort always has an end. No metaphysical thing has an end. Prana has no end. Soul has no end. Every effort has to be like ended. An effort cannot go forever. How long you can stretch, how long you can think, how far you can think. Whereas the whole effort falls into the limitation of time and space. Whereas the true spiritual journey is beyond time and space. To enter time and space, you need effort. To enter beyond the sphere of time and space, you need effortless. So effortless is the path. When you are practicing a posture, if you are effortless, what is the indication? Can anyone answer? If you are effortless, what is the indication? Yes, who is sitting here?
Silence of the mind.
Silence of the mind.
Stillness.
Stillness.
Stable breath.
Stable breathing.
Continuous.
Continuous.
Contentment.
Contentment. Nice answers. It's good. It's all the expression of the state of effortless. When come to the posture, if you are effortless, you will not experience your body. You will not at all experience your body. Up to where you are not experiencing your body, up to there you are effortless. That's why stillness. Are you getting the point? You can thumbs up. Many people are off. There is no video. I will imagine the thumbs up. So this effortless state breaks the barrier. What's happening in the present day practice? One posture, then they go to another posture, they try to jump from posture to posture. They want to experience the physicality. They want to experience the positioning of the body. Wherever you are experiencing, it's an effort. See, effort has its own range. Physical effort, breath effort, mind effort. In the same way, effortless, physical effortless, breath effortless, mind effortless. Everything has a range. When it comes to the effortless, infinite. By bringing the effortlessness, you can walk the path of metaphysicality through physicality. But how many yoga practitioners are doing? Even when somebody comes to a asana class, posture class, suppose imagine if teacher is giving only 3 postures for 1 hour. They complain, no, class was not nice, only 3 postures, only 5 postures, only 7 postures. What it indicates? They want to experience more posture. They think by doing more posture, I will be healthy, I will be fit, something will come. Actually, it is a reverse. If you wish to stay healthy, basically you need to correct the metaphysical state. What is producing the physical state? What is manifesting the physical state? For that, the journey has to happen from physicality to metaphysical expression, from effort to effortless. So the whole practice is going on reverse. Even many people normally say, oh, I completed this series, I completed so many postures. They measure their achievement or sadhana or practice through what they are able to experience. Direction is lost. Whereas, to what extent you could not experience? Because When it comes to the experiencing, you can experience only one thing. Whereas, when you are not putting any effort to experience, happening has no limit. If I ask you, what is happening? A drop of water is also happening, an ocean is happening, a galaxy is happening. There is no limit for an happening. But when it comes to experience, it's limited. Oh, I experienced this, I experienced that. To merge into happening through effortless, that is Ananta Samapatibhyam. What Patanjali brings, meaning that infinite dimensional merging. So this way of making a journey from physicality to metaphysical dimension is very, very, very crucial in the practice of yoga. It applies to breathing also. It applies to breathing in the sense the practice of pranayama. It applies to meditation also. You cannot tell, oh, I breathe heavily, or I breathe so long, I breathe so deep, I stretch my hand so long, I brought my forehead to the knee. So you can breathe very deep as a byproduct of proper practice of pranayama. You can stretch very naturally, you can bring your forehead to the knee. It's not a difficult thing in the practice of posture as a byproduct of your stillness, as a byproduct of merging of your individual physicality into the existential physicality. So these are all very natural byproducts. If you aim for it, you are aiming for an experience. If you are aiming for an experience, you are limited in the space and time. When you are limited in the space and time, you are limited in the karmic cycle. Karma, we all know. Cause and effect. There is a cause, there is an effect. So that effect becomes a cause for the next effect. So you are in the cycle, vicious circle. Is like you can't escape it. Ashuddhi kshaye, meaning the impurity will decrease, not when you are in karmic cycle. You have to make a new expression every moment. Happening is new. Every moment is new because it's happening. Nobody knows what happens in the next moment. You go and look at the sky and say, oh, after 1 minute, clouds will be in this shape. Tell me, anybody? $1 million. After 1 minute. Nobody can tell what shape the sky will be with the clouds. Life is like that. Happening is happening. That's it. The beauty of life is in the happening, not in the experiencing. The moment you make a journey of wish to experience, life becomes very complex. Very complex. That's why Patanjali brings yama and niyama. Why yama and niyama is there? The intention is to organize your experience. See, when we are living, we have to experience. There is no way. When you are in sadhana, when you are in practice, it is very important to organize your experiences. Yama Niyama does that organizing in a very beautiful way. Why there need to be simplicity in life? What is simplicity? Simplicity is nothing but an organized way of experiencing approach in life where you will not experience unnecessary things. From the experience direction, the definition of simplicity. Simplicity can be defined in millions ways. But when come to the simplicity from the angle of experience, it helps a lot in organizing your experience. Unnecessary things are not experienced. What is unnecessary things? What is unnecessary thing? That is a very tricky question. What is unnecessary? That depends on state of mind which wants to experience. See the vicious circle. Suppose you are sitting very calm here. I took all of you to the Himalayan mountain last month. I told you, okay, let's come and experience the Himalayan mountain. Why? Suppose you have reached in the state of mind, experiencing Himalaya is not necessary, I am taller than Himalaya. Truthfully. See, this experiencing journey, why I call it as a very tricky journey, it's mainly because when we started our journey primarily, initially, like amoeba, bacteria, virus, we can't experience. We can't. If you ask amoeba how the star is, no, it can't tell. It's a journey, not able to experience. Then ability to experience starts. Then you are master of experiences. You drop the experience. This is the journey. Not being able to experience. See, there are many animals, many cows, dogs, cats. Have you seen them watching the sky? Oh, there is a star, there is moon, there is sun. No, they don't watch. They can't experience. This experiencing ability is for humans. It's a special quality. What is contentment? When Patanjali brings the concept of contentment, who is contented, it means he has dropped the necessary of experiencing. Necessary of experience drives the life crazily. See, just, life means I want to experience something. I want to experience a relationship. I want to experience a taste of food. I want to experience how, if I am a mother, I want to experience a nice place, I will travel. So this experience-based life, natural attitude, existential attitude it is. As long as you are in this existential attitude, so long the Maya, the Prakriti, the illusion plays with you, limits you, curtails you, or keeps you always in the fold of repetition. Always in the fold of repetition. And if you ask people what they do in life, you can list about 10 to 15 things they will be doing every day in the permutation combination. They eat, they walk, they see television, they talk to friends, they cook, something like that. You can make a list. The whole life is spent on that repetitive list. And this wish to experience has to be dropped. Through experiences also it can be dropped. See, if you see Himalayan mountains, you don't feel to see a small hill. No? There is no urge. When you have seen heaps of ranges of mountains, you feel contented. Same with the food. If you have eaten contentfully for many years, very tasty, nice food, you don't feel a thrust to eat pizza, burger, to drink Coca-Cola. There is no thrust towards it. It's mainly because you have contentful in experience. See, contentful with money, contentful with energy, contentful in many ways is different. To be contentful with the experience, one of the ultimate thing. He is the emperor or she is the empress who is contented. Contented in the dimension of not needing to experience. We call them as Samrat. Samrat means emperor. This necessary of experiencing pulls and pushes you, churns you, draws you everywhere. It takes your time, energy, everything. You are today in this restaurant, tomorrow another restaurant. Today in this relationship, tomorrow in another relationship. Like that, you keep on changing. You go behind the change. You're chasing the change. Why you chase the change? Changing the positioning of the body. Dancing, painting. What is painting? You want to experience. You may call deep, beautiful painting, you may call the most beautiful dance or whatever it may be. Yet, it's an attitude to experience or to give the experience to the other. This is a way. Here also evolution comes. As I told, it's the journey of not being able to experience, ability to experience, building the experiences, and dropping the experience, meaning dropping the influence of the nature on the consciousness. Dropping the cover-up of the consciousness, what happens due to conditionings, due to karmic imprints, due to existential attitudes, what we develop, all these things makes you to behave in a particular way in this creation. The basic way of behavior originated, the root is seeking to experience. Most of the time, we tell spiritual seekers, sorry, 99.9999% of the people are experience seekers, not spiritual seekers. The whole yoga world is full of experience seekers. It won't work. Spiritual seeker falls in a different category. Experiential seeker falls in a different category. Suppose experiential seeker boards a flight. By boarding the flight, where you can go? You can go to any country on this planet. Beautiful. By boarding the space shuttle, where you can go? You can go anywhere. There is no time and space. Even you can try to, if you can cross the limit of the limitation of the speed of the light, you can go beyond time and space. Boarding a space shuttle has a different path, different direction, different possibility. What I mean to say. Boarding a flight has a different possibility. Don't be under confusion. I board the flight, I want to go to moon. Not possible. No flight will take you to the moon. And everybody is doing that. They are boarding the flight of experience and they want to experience samadhi. It's a very quite contradictory state of seeking or ignorance. Like a baby, child, immaturity. Have this clarity. Even when you are practicing meditation, let's say you may tell, okay, I am living in this world, in this modern world, or in my world, I have to experience, I have family, I have a job, I am teacher, whatever it may be. Okay, have the clarity. Now, morning, I board the flight of experience. Done. When you are sitting for meditation, you board the space shuttle of, I no need to experience anything. I am the experiencer itself. Where is the necessity to experience? Necessary to experience happens when you are not that. If you are a mountain, will you go to the mountain? You are the mountain. If you are ocean, will you go to the ocean? You are the ocean. So that is the beauty of walking in the path of with the clarity, path of clarity. Clarity of, as I want to experience. Go for it. Because when the clarity is there, awareness is there. You are not blind. Anything is fine in this life. But don't be hypocrite. I am a spiritual seeker. I want to experience samadhi. I want to get realized. I am a spiritual person. I want to experience. No. That means still you are in the path of karma, path of like seeking the experience. That's a different journey. My point is, an experience seeker should not be in the spiritual path. I am not telling that. I am telling to bring the clarity. The spirituality starts from the ability to drop the experience. Because when you are not seeking the experience, you are not arising the experiencer. I repeat, when you are not seeking the experience, you are not arising the experiencer. When you are not arising the experiencer, you are not arising the ego. You are not arising the identity. You are not arising a package of space and time. Yourself is has both packages. Packages of space and time, package of beyond space and time. Package of nature, package of consciousness. Which package you want to enjoy in life? That should come very naturally. To put you with the right package, Yama Niyama is there in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. You have to organize your experience. It's not like I'm practicing meditation. Oh, at the same time, I would like to put music. How it works? Music is bringing you experience. Music is keeping you in space and time. Through music, you are engulfed. Engulfed means you are covered up with nature. Your intention is to make a journey towards metaphysical thing, towards the soul. And you want to reach a destination, but you are going in a reverse way. The same thing you need to apply with the practice of posture, pranayama or meditation. It's not a fun or an entertainment. Many times, people wish to keep you engaged. If you go to a posture class, a teacher tries to entertain you. They put music, they bring many postures, they ask you, you did some workout. See, the best workout is stillness. The best workout is to build an ability where I don't need to experience. When you are able to enter the dimension of I don't need to experience truthfully, factfully, in real, as you are, how beautiful the life is, how simple the life is, then the way you talk, that also changes. See, when you are talking, what you are talking? You will be talking your experience, or if you observe in a very subtle way, whoever talks, they want a reflection of a feedback of what they felt, who hears you, what they felt. So you want another experience. So like this, if you observe everything, see, even in meditation, what is the main thing is required? You need to live life beyond language. For what language is constructed? Language is constructed, created to bring the experience. Oh, that is a tree. Oh, that is a ocean. The language you speak. But the meditation is beyond language. Pure presence. That's why thoughts arises. You have to understand the link here. Thoughts will be in one or the other language. It's very interesting in which language you think. Somebody thinks in English, somebody thinks in their mother tongue. So like that. Thoughts will be in a particular language. Thoughts disturbs your meditation. You want to stop thinking, but you can't. Why you can't stop thinking? Because you have an attitude, that strong inbuilt existential attitude to experience. So how thought can stop? Because thought is an attempt to experience. An experience about the past, or you want to experience something in future, or you want to get something, whatever it may be. It's a very clear-cut attitude to bring some experience to you. That's why you think. So this need to be understood. In which instrument I am boarding? I am boarding a flight or I am boarding a spacecraft. Totally different dimensions of preparations, dimensions of expression, dimension of taking direct, totally different. In the practice of posture, if you are going in the direction of experiencing the posture, experiencing the stretch, experiencing the balance, you are in the same circle of experiencing. What need to be broken from non-spiritual to spiritual journey? The need to be broken condition is necessary to experience. Without experience, I feel bored. Oh, what is this life? Oh, it's very boring. I am sitting constantly here. See, it doesn't mean you should reject what comes naturally to you. I am not speaking from that angle. How efficient you can be in experience. See, who can drop the body? For example, you can be still for 4 hours, let's say. For 4 hours, you don't feel the body, you don't experience the body. You are the strongest person. You will be very healthy because you are able to keep your body still. You are such a healthy person. Your health is a byproduct of ability to be still, ability to drop the experience, and if you are what you are very healthy. Meaning, you want to become healthy, you want to stay healthy, you are chasing it through experience, which cannot be reached. That's why a teacher sees, mainly, if he is an evolved teacher, he will see the state of the mind of a student. Still, if they need to experience the mode, the frequency is still there, a will to experience. Okay. Still they need to work. When will to experience is not there, or wish to experience is not there, how they listen, how they talk, how they act, it's totally entirely different world. How simple they become, how charming they will be, how happy they will be, how celebration they are filled. It's entirely a different dimension it becomes. That's why when you are in the path of spirituality, you should understand what is spirituality actually. If you can drop the ability of life in life, like constantly you are seeking to experience, you are able to drop completely that I don't need to experience. You are the best experiencer. How you can, if you can drop the body, you are the best strong person. In the same way, if you can drop the attitude of seeking the experience, not hypocritically, not as a decision, but as a very natural way of understanding. Wisdom, reading the scriptures, listening to the teacher, regular practice. If you can drop the necessary of experiencing, you are the best experiencer. You are the master of the experience because you are clear. When you can drop an attitude to experience, when you are contented, when you are fulfilled, automatically you are calm. Automatically you are in silence, in peace, then what happens? The most beautiful thing what can happen in your life, building of memory will stop. That's what Patanjali brings. When he brings the Yoga Sutra, the marvelous state of not building memory. It doesn't mean you don't remember. See, the necessary attitude of experiencing builds memory. There is no necessary to experience how the memory is built, wisdom is built. You will be knowing it. It's not an information. If you are seeking the experience, it's an information. Practice of posture is an information. Practice of meditation is an information. Practice of pranayama becomes an information, and information builds the memory. Memory builds the mind. Mind builds the thoughts. It has a different consequence. Even if you want to develop as a teacher of yoga, always a mind-based yoga teacher. You may be good for the world. I am not speaking about the world. I am never worried about the world. I am speaking about your truthful spiritual journey, which is genuine, which happens 1 out of millions. 1 out of millions. It's rare. Can I make that journey? How to prepare? That's all I am speaking. I am not rejecting, that's why I call it as an existential attitude of experiencing. Very natural. Can I drop it? Am I in a position to drop it? Do you think the sages who are sitting in the mountains meditating for years, are they crazy? No. For them, there is no necessity to experience anything. When there is no necessity to experience anything, wherever you are, it's beautiful. Wherever you are in celebration, because when there is no necessary to experience, the experiencer, the soul, the ultimate experiencer, he comes out. Or else constantly you are stuffing with your experiences. Experience of the experiencer is different. It has nothing to do with your experience. Experience of the experiencer is the experiencer itself, which is the divinity, which is the absolute truth, which is the creativity itself. Journey towards that is spirituality. Don't be in the hoax spirituality. Even I am telling to my students, if you wish to live, you will live. There is no necessity to fill any center. But be clear, have that clarity. Without the truth, don't make fake journeys. It will not lead you to anywhere. Be prompt, be clear, be wise. You are spending many years of life. At least, can I leave my experiencing attitude for 1 hour, 2 hours? Start. Become the master of experiences, not the slave of experiences. Who is the slave of experiences? They feel bored. Who is the master of experiences? He plays with the experiences. For him, the whole creation is entertaining. And he is touching the sphere of divinity. That is the true spirituality. That's why while practicing posture, don't fall into the trap of existential attitude of experiencing. It's a very, very crucial, very subtle, and very, very important thing which can bring you from here to a different direction. Meditate on it, understand it, whenever you have time for it. That changes your life. Necessary to experience bringing all the problems, all the worries, all the suffering. And don't fear. You will not be lost. Oh, without experiencing what is life. It's millions times beautiful. Because that's what I told. The existential attitude, through that eye you are seeing, I want to experience. That's one way of living. One way of flying through flight. Another way of flying through space shuttle is also there. I'm showing both. Anything is fine in the end. So it's very interesting and very deep and at the same time very simple. Please go on understanding it, adopt it. If you wish to study further in the teachers training programs, what happens in our center, we'll practically practice it and execute it. And at the same time we are doing a special program of Ashuddhi Kshaye. Whatever the impurities are there, how you can decrease it. Because the lesser the impurity, lesser the attitude to experience. That is also a beautiful understanding of life. The more and more impurities you have, more and more you want to experience. So the more pure you are, then there is no motive behind life is not to experience to the mind, to be the creator, to be the divinity. So to switch towards that direction, which brings happiness, bliss, peace, everything, based on that, this Ashuddhi Kshaye program will be happening. It's a 3 weeks program. Suppose if you can't come for 3 weeks, you can come for even 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So in the whole 3 weeks, it will be a totally like a organized eating where you cannot eat outside. So everything is given from an Ayurvedic angle, naturopathy angle, and also from the yogic angle. Your food and your practice, the way you spend the time, everything is organized from that dimension. So you need to have a like a different readiness, like not to seek, even if you consider the food habits, it will be different. So it's entirely organized based on to decrease the impurity, so that you will not depend on illusions of outside world, but you become the master of yourself. So towards that journey, with what preparation you can enter, based on that the whole program is evolved. So soon we will add further more things to online also, but certain things can be done more beautifully with the offline. So considering that we have offline means the direct experience, Ashuddhi Kshaye program and teachers training programs. So for all this is to build an ability to put you in the right direction of spirituality, which happens once for millions of people, once in millions of life. For the rarest of the rare thing, I would love to introduce you all. Thank you all. Wish you a happy time.